Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave a comment below and share your experiences. I do read all of your comments. So today we are getting into our Gen 5 reading. So Generation 5s, if you were born, basically if your year ends, goodness gracious, if the year you were born in adds up to 5. Okay, so I did do an intro on the generational readings, but basically it describes your instincts that will help you kind of follow your destiny or achieve your destiny. So for generation 5, your wider level of existence is communication, right? So your actual destiny is achieved by following your instincts on communication. Some of you guys may, so you may have some, what I'm getting is that you may have some issues with confrontation, right? Spirit wants you to work on that. It's not always important to be confrontational, but there are times when you are required to stand up for yourself and communicate those skills effectively. So we're talking about a 7 year, and over this next year, you will be kind of tasked with kind of finding yourself, being true to yourself, and getting deep into your destiny, basically. But it has to do with you, right? So 7 is this number of who am I, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, trial and error, all of those things. So yeah, let's get into it. So for our generation 5s, we have resistance. All right, Sparky D, resistance. So let's go ahead and read that real quick. So these are in alphabetical order. All right, so Brooklyn's own yeah, I think I read this one before. Sparky D boldly tested Roxanne Shante on her track Sparky's Turn. All right, so she was a battle rapper, and her and Shantae became friends, or I shouldn't say friends. Well, yeah, they were. It looked like they kind of became friends, but resist the urge to talk down to yourself, but rather approach these roadblocks with grace and understanding. You'll have a breakthrough soon enough. Make a list of things that you feel may be stopping you from your goals. You have to choose, and while that's a tough decision for anyone with a beating heart, that doesn't mean you should accept less than you deserve. So there is an invisible barrier between where you are now and where you long to be. So that is telling me that this is a year where you will be breaking down your own boundaries, right? Those things that have been holding you back since you guys have had issues in the past with confrontation and kind of standing up for yourself, whether you just feel like, oh, it's not worth it, right? I cut right to the 7 of Swords. It's kind of been this energy of you have been taken away from yourself by ignoring this energy of the things that you want in life, by ignoring confrontations. It didn't, basically, is not something that is leading to success or happiness, right? So you guys are going to have to buckle down and really get in touch with those things that you want and accept nothing less. Be unapologetically you, right? So instincts activated for fulfillment. So we have resistance, right? So let's clarify this. We have 4 cups. Okay. So with the 6 of Wands and the Chariot coming out, this just spells out success. Like, oop, and I dropped 3 cards on the floor. So 3 may be an important number to you over this next year, something you should pay attention to. So we have the Four of Cups, which I would say absolutely in this instance represents resistance. Why? The Four of Cups is about withdrawal and kind of like not accepting things that you don't want. Regardless of what people say, regardless of what they think, oh, you should do this or you should do that. Um, Actions and physical things, whatever it is, if you don't want it, you guys have to make sure that you don't do it. Your instincts are going to be ramped up. Um, and this is what I'm talking about with confrontation. So it's more of it's more along the lines of doing things because you don't want to fight or argue about it, or not doing something because you don't want to fight or argue about it. You guys are going to have to stand in your own energy and learn how to communicate that effectively, because you are a communicator, right? You are responsible for being a voice. It's not something that you can walk away from. It's not something that you could be like, oh, I can't do it. You guys aren't going to feel good if you are not communicating those specific things. Now, with communication, I'm going to also say that you guys are supposed to encourage people, right? So we have a lot of people who are responsible for leading in general. You guys are responsible for kind of communicating your love for people. So I know, well, I don't know you, but I think that you should, it can be hard, right, to show love all the time, whether it's to a stranger or somebody that, you actually care for. But you guys are going to have to learn to kind of let those walls down when it comes to love. And this isn't just romantic love. I love to stress that with you guys, that love, like you love yourself, you love your family. Hell, you might love some coworkers or the cashier at the gas station that you see every day when you go get your Red Bull, or I hope y'all not drinking Red Bull, but whatever you going to get at the gas station. I ain't gonna talk shit because I drink plenty of them. But that's the point, right? That you have to show love. And sometimes, a lot of times, people aren't expecting, that compliment that, I hope you have a good day, or your hair looks nice today, or, oh, is that a new shirt? You look good in that, or whatever the case may be. Like bringing a smile to people's face, right? Not because you feel like you have to do it, but because you have this kind of intention to show affection or show love to others, right? So these are the instincts that are going to be activated. So we got 3 here. Okay, I know all of these women. We have Lauren Hill, Inspiration, Aaliyah, Angel, and Remy Ma, Courage. Inspiration, Angel, Courage. The angel definitely gives vibe of ancestors that are passed already. Um, don't negate your intuition. It's very important that you listen to your intuition, that again, you follow your instincts, that you resist pressure, right? So let's see when we compare these cards. All right. So I do feel a little bit of a challenge this year, as far as with somebody you care about or you did care about, whatever the case may be. I feel like somebody is walking out of your life with this angel here, and it may be something that is difficult at first, but Spirit is saying stand your ground, because for whatever reason, they are against you, right? So resist the urge to make up with people who are not happy with who you are. You see what I'm saying? Like if somebody's upset that, you're an artist and you like to paint on the weekend, it's not your job to stop painting to pacify their issue, right? That now I was gonna say that seems really small. That's not really small, but it seems like it really specific. I should say it seems really specific, and for some of you guys, you may not think that that's a big deal, but anytime that you are creating and constructing, that is your self-expression. And anytime somebody wants to stop, discontinue, block your self-expression, they are literally stealing from your soul. They are stealing. We saw that Seven of Swords. They are thieves, energy vampires. They are stealing. And see, what I'm getting with inspiration and the Four of Cups is that it's kind of like somebody is trying to steal your joy, steal your happiness, steal the inspiration that you have in life so that you can inspire others. So what I see here is this is you, right? You are inspirational. You are courageous, right? You love to connect with your guides and listen to intuition, and you love to communicate those things, but it can be difficult when you have somebody in your corner that is constantly putting up some kind of resistance, right? And like I've always been a writer, right? But I have been in a toxic relationship where somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I love that you write. I love that." But it's hard to write when somebody wants to fight with you all the time, or if they want to kind of like degrade you all the time. When they put you in a very negative mental space, it's hard to create your art or whatever you're supposed to do. It fucks with your expression. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, because people can do all of that talking, they can say whatever they want, but the proof is in the pudding, right? So if you constantly tell me out of your mouth that you support me and you do things that are the opposite of support, then actions speak louder than words. I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. You need to do what you need to do. And this is the confrontation that Spirit is talking about, right? So you have the courage and everything. We have the Chariot. I mean, overall, this is a really good reading. Like, you have everything that you need, but just because you have it, it's not going to be easy. Like, you guys have to kind of put your foot down. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to make sure that there's nobody behind you that's holding you back or pulling you back, and you are kind of like pacifying them because, like, oh well, we're married, oh that's my mom, that's my dad, that's my sibling, that's my cousin, that's my best friend, they're going through a hard time right now. That's not your problem. It is not. Now, I'm not saying don't be there for the people you love. You absolutely should be there for the people that you care about. Absolutely. Absolutely. However, it's kind of like that energy that goes both ways, guys. If somebody is constantly taking and taking and taking, you don't have anything for them. You don't have anything for yourself. So how are you going to give it to them? Like, people will keep taking from you if you let them until you have nothing left. And then they're going to move on to the next person. Think of it like a scam artist. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, especially those romance scams. Oh, I need this money. Oh, I need that money. Oh, I'll pay you back. Da 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 da. They'll keep doing it, and once all the money is gone, they're gone too. Like, you guys seen it. You've seen it. So definitely be careful. Don't let somebody take away from you until you have nothing left. There's nothing wrong with giving to people. Nothing wrong with a little bit of charity. And when I say charity, we are charitable with our money, we are charitable with our time. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's water, whatever. We give a certain amount of charity away, right? But just like money or food, you're not going to give so much away so that you don't have anything for yourself, right? You're not going to be like, oh, there's hungry people out there, I need to give them all the food in my refrigerator. There's homeless people out there, I need to let them all move into my house. Like, it doesn't make sense. So why do that with your emotions? Why do that with your time? Okay? As far as this goes, courage and the Chariot, you guys have, again, you have everything you need to overcome whatever the situation is. I just get some energy that something is going to happen this year that is really going to kind of test your nerves, and you need to be in a space of standing. You see, they stand in the same way. Can y'all see that? Make sure. There we go. They're standing the same way, right? They have it, they're standing their ground. If somebody's standing right here and they got their hands on their hips and they're looking at you like that, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, let me just walk past them. You're going to be like, okay, yeah, whoever this is, they don't look like they're playing around. They don't look like they're fucking around, right? And you can do this because like we have a lot of feminine energy on the board. You can do this in your feminine energy. A lot of times I tell you guys you want to do things out of love, and that's what makes it okay, right? Because something can go wrong, but as long as it was love in your heart when you did it, the karmic kind of backfire it's not as much. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I hate hearing is that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. This is religion, that shit just, it gives me a headache because what the fuck are you talking about? So you can't trust your heart, you can't trust your intentions. You're just supposed to read this book and guess, even though it contradicts itself. Guys, please listen to your intuition. Please do things out of love. As long as you move forward in love, definitely don't try to get revenge or anything like that. Shit brings negative energy, right? Because it's kind of like somebody hits you with negative energy and you hit them back with it. And it just kind of goes back and forth. If you guys think about like a gang war or something like that, it just goes back and forth and it's kind of never ending. So you want to remove yourself from those type of situations completely. And if something is necessary, like if you have to do something necessary to protect yourself, then do that. Because when I say do things in love, love for yourself definitely counts. Definitely counts. Absolutely counts. Absolutely. If you gotta think about yourself first and this person fucks you over, and you're like, well, they took all of that money and this is the only thing left and I gotta pay all my bills. Honey, take that money and pay your bills because you love yourself. That's not the same as having vengeance, okay? I hope that explains everything. And then we're gonna pick some rooms for you and see what message we have for 2023 for our generation number 5s. Ooh, I like that. I'm a Gen 5, y'all, so you know it's funny because Urus is courage and strength. It's in reverse here. And then we have Awaz, Iwaz. I always get Iwaz. Iwaz is inspiration. So this is inspiration, this is courage. Fehu comes off as good luck and abundance and prosperity, right? This Urus is in reverse, and this is the loss that I was talking about, right? So in reverse, it is loss, or some kind of lack of endurance or some kind of block, right? So it's kind of like a misdirection, like a distraction. It feels like a distraction. So something is going to distract you. And it does feel like this is some kind of ending. Like I said, this is some kind of loss of somebody. Now, I don't know if that's like, it doesn't have to necessarily be death. But it can be somebody walking out of your life. Maybe somebody going to jail. Y'all, I don't know. But somebody is being removed from your presence completely, right? And I feel like they were in the past an inspiration to you, but they have been holding you back, right? So this ending is going to provide new inspiration, new connection. And I also get kind of like this life cycle type of thing. So you guys may have been in this energy for lifetimes, right? You guys have been connected with this person for a lifetime. So when they are removed from your presence, it's your job to leave them removed. Do not bring them back. Don't. So number 3, I'm getting third month. So this could be around March or something like that. Make sure you guys stay connected, stay inspired, um, stay encouraged, right? You have plenty. You have everything that you need. And I'm going to remind you again, you have everything that you need. You have everything that you need. You don't want anybody feeling like, oh yeah, well, you need me, damn death card. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a significant ending. And honestly, this is something you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this person to be done and be out of your life. You have been waiting for it. And the time is going to come. So don't feel bad about it. Let them go do what they do. Just remember, I want you guys to remember when you guys see that bad things, because a lot of people are empaths, especially if you are on your spiritual journey. Most likely you are an empath, right? And so even when somebody is the shittiest person to an empath, we still feel their pain when they feel pain. And that is so annoying. I'm sorry, it's annoying. And I hate it. I hate it. But it's not your responsibility to feel bad for other people. And you kind of have to get out of that energy of pity. Nobody wants to be pitied, right? You can, let's say if you meet, because I done seen, when I was serving, this guy one time came in and he had a cane and he was limping. And one of my coworkers was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, girl, if you was in the same situation, would you want anybody feeling sorry for you? You want people looking at you feeling bad, like, oh, like, and there's something wrong with people who want people to feel bad for them. So don't ever feel bad for anybody at all. At all. No, whatever situation you're in, they're in, whatever the case may be, it's a situation that they can handle. All right. So let's get you guys a final message for 2023. Now I'll let you go. Decisions. So 2 of Swords came out, and Spirit just wants me to keep this 2 of Swords. Decisions. It's up to you, right? One thing about the 2 of Swords is that with the 2 of Swords energy, you don't always know every option that's available for you. It's something that you can't always see. So you want to make sure that before you make like a certain specific decision, that you are listening to your instincts, you are weighing everything that you know that you can possibly weigh, and then just go ahead and make a decision, okay? So yes, that is all I have for my Gen 5s, guys. Do not forget to get your life path reading year ahead. All right, and like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.